Some tips on universal remote is from the universal remote setting. Once you have one set up like I have here, I call it garage. If you go and update your location and hit save, that will help you with getting your remote to identify when you're at home. So what does that mean? If I exit the vehicle, and now I come in to the vehicle, because it knows I'm home, it will be underneath this button right here. And you can see by pushing that, it shows it up there. But also, depending on what your screen you're on, it might show something different. So if you're on the home screen, it's going to look like that. Same token as if I were to be pulling up to the garage. You can see here now that let's say I'm away from it and I was pulling up to it, it automatically pops down there because you're close to home. As soon as you get a certain distance away from your home, it's going to go away. So that isn't going to be there. But that's why some people say if you put it in reverse, if you're parked in the garage and you put it in reverse, you would also see it. But it does not show it just when you're sitting there in a park state without actually hitting the up button. Another thing that you can do is these buttons up here are programmable. So if you wanted, it's not programmable, they're movable. If you go to, so I went to the more controls, you can see on this screen here, there is a second page, and I've moved it all the way up to there. To move these around, you just push the button and hold it. And you can move this up and around. So if you do have it on that page, you can put it as the first one. So it's on that, but also you can take and, scrolling around here, but you do have the controls button here. If you want to use a lot of things within the controls, you can actually take that button and drag it up here, again by holding it, dragging it up into this icon area up here. It's going to only allow you a certain number of icons. Only going to show you a certain number of icons, but if I hold it over the music one there, it's going to take the music one away. Now when I push this button, garage is right there, even though it's not down here. So, and you can move many of these buttons on this screen up here. The one I like the most is the camera button. So when I'm just anywhere I'm at, when I'm driving, I can hit the camera button. I know some people said, hey, when I'm pulling forward, I want to see the camera. So that's a great one to move up there. You know, if you want to get your phone up there, if you're somebody that talks on the phone and don't like to use Google Voice, you can move that up there. And all of these move around just by the same way too of holding it if you want to reorganize these. Probably already know that, but little secret that you can put some of your shortcuts up there. And obviously, depending on what you're doing, you might move that around quite frequently. Just a couple tips on the screen.